Are we good to go?
We're recording. Let's jump on over to Facebook and see how we get that going.
We don't have to. I'm not needing to be it. Not
I'm
at
hit,
all.
I'm hitting the go live button. I'm doing
I'm
it.
not I'm not looking for a book to put my face into. The cops have enough of those. But are we on there?
We are live.
3, 2, 1, 0. And coming to you live from Hazard County, the Twilight Zone, and Mayberry, and wherever else this little mind of the 70s boy can think of in particular. Right?
You were born in the 70s. I grew up in the 70s. We got the 70s in common. 73 is one of the greatest years ever.
We probably have every year in common since then. I'm just out of curiosity. I grew up in the 70s. I loved the shows back in the day. I used to love the Mayberry, and Don Knotts and everybody else in particular back in that time. I was a huge fan of Happy Days, which probably came out in the early 70s.
73, I believe. 73.
Well, I was born in 73. So. And then also you've got all those fantastic, being a child of the 70s, and I loved Riptide.
Oh, yeah.
Riptide? Yeah,
I love Riptide. I know the guy. I met a guy from Riptide.
You met a guy? One of the Riptide guys?
The dorky guy, the Zionist.
I thought they were both dorky.
No, there were two cool guys, like almost Miami Vice, and then the third guy was dorky.
Oh, really? Well,
I remember the two good-looking guys.
I don't know that guy, but I remember the dorky guys and the helicopter. And that was kind of cool. I mean, they were kind of like, and then, but what are the shows we have on back then? We had BJ and the Bear, right? The monkey on his he literally had a monkey on his back most of the time.
And he was a truck driver?
The truck driver, that's right. And
I don't know why I'm yelling.
He had a monkey with him, for whatever reason. I don't know. But
BJ and the Bear?
Cool. Yeah, BJ and the Bear. And then also we had Steve Austin, the first Steve Austin, right? And he was the $1 billion man, whatever the $6 million man, which, by the way, 6 million back then was like 700,000 billion now.
Oh yeah, so, it's like Bezos money.
Yeah, exactly. And you have the Bionic Woman. Did you hear everything? Choo, 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 go in your ear and she'd throw things. Choo, 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 choo. I love that stuff. That was fantastic. And the Incredible Hulk, when he was actually a human being, he was just green. I mean, they didn't have any CGI back then, so they had to have the biggest damn person they could find, and it was Lou Ferrigno, right?
Yeah, that was wild.
I am the Hulk. I can't hear you. I'm going to kill you. That's great guy. He seemed like a very nice gentleman back in the day, considering how many droids he probably had going through him.
Bill Bixby carried the show, though. He did,
good. Absolutely. And they get the green eyes and be like,
oh, man.
I wish I could turn my eyes green real quick, but yeah, that creeped me out. That was the one thing, but zombie eyes is kind of a weird thing there. And then he'd wake up and his pants would still be on him. How's that possible? I mean, his pants, he'd lose his shirt, but he still has his pants on. And it's like, whatever, dude. Like, you just grow. You had so much girth in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah. Somehow the pelvis didn't grow. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Yeah. No, that was pretty good. And then I think Andre the Giant. I watched a show the other day in regards to the wrestlers. Andre the Giant came out in America, and he was actually the Bigfoot in the Bionic Man. Did you know that?
No.
So when the Bionic Man had to go fight the Bigfoot, he was the Bigfoot. Yeah, I did not know that. That was really cool to find out. I'm like, because the person was so big. And now you find out it was actually Andre the Giant.
Well, before Andre the Giant, there was a guy named Haystacks Calhoun, and he was 600 pounds, and he had a pretty good career. He got on Madison Square Garden and stuff. When I was a kid, everybody would joke about that. Haystacks Calhoun.
He was 600 pounds?
Yeah, he was strong as hell. He was on the Art Linkletter show throwing haystacks, and they named him Haystack Calhoun. He was a wrestler. Big time. He's
600 pounds. Seems like 600 pounds wouldn't be a very strong, like a healthy guy.
He was an ox.
He's either a giant or he's giantly fat.
Yeah, he's somewhat giantly fat, but he was strong as an ox.
Well,
he could throw so much, so many haystacks.
No, that's crazy. I didn't know. I never heard of that one. That was a good one. But anyway, no, I also have my memories from back in the day. And when I grew up, I'd watch Addams Family. Okay, here's a question for you, Brian. Adam's Family or the Munsters? Which one's better?
Oh, Adam's Family by far, but I like them both. But I did want to say, I got to make a correction. Happy Days started in 74, but they were working on it when you were born.
Yeah, well,
But
I got
it's
a
the best
correction
year
on.
in music. 73 is the best year
I
in
have to have
music.
a correction on your answer, by the way. The Munsters was the answer. the
No,
best
I go,
show was
Adam's,
the Munsters.
Adam's
Yeah.
all the way. What do you go with?
The Munsters. That's what I'm saying.
Really?
The Munsters. They had a freaking dragon under their steps, buddy.
Yeah,
They had a
that's good
dragon under
stuff.
their stairs, and they had, the ugliest relative you could possibly find in the family was the blonde.
That was pretty fun.
They all felt bad for her, the blonde, because she was so ugly. Can't remember her name. It was a nephew or niece or something or other. But
Marilyn, I believe.
yeah, she looked like a Marilyn, actually.
That's what
funny.
she was based on, I think.
No, I'm sure. Yeah, and she was so they feel pity for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and then Grandpa, what's the name? Grandpa, the vampire guy.
Oh, he was great, actually. That's a good character.
Oh yeah, yep. And then I mix him up sometimes with the Uncle Fester from the Addams, mind you, but they're
Lily.
both good shows.
What about Lily, the wife?
Lily, the wife.
Great wife. Yvonne DiCarlo. She was a great wife. She had the cool hair, the white stuff in there. Yeah, she was good.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah,
Before Elvira.
Yeah, she was Elvira. Basically, it seemed like it. She was neat. She's a great lady.
Yeah. She was in the Ten Commandments. She was in the movie Ten Commandments.
And Herman, what's his name? Who did that?
Oh, Fred Gwynn.
Fred Gwynn. Fred Gwynn. He was
My Cousin Vinny. When he came back at the end with My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah, he did My Cousin Vinny. He did a couple other movies too. No, actually, I think maybe after that, maybe prior. I'm not sure, but he did Pet Cemetery. Actually, he was the neighbor in Pet Cemetery.
Smoking a lot or something.
Yeah, I remember. I think Gage killed him, if I remember correctly.
Oh, it might have. Is that Pet Cemetery 2?
No, it's Pet Cemetery 1. And actually, yes, Gage cut his Achilles tendons going down the stairs. It was horrible. Oh, absolutely horrible. That movie was good. I mean, it's a horror movie, but it was good. And then the book was horrific. It was the first scary book I think I ever read. And I started reading scary movies after that, scary books after that. And it was, I don't know. I think that was scary. And then I think I read Magic. If you ever read that book, I'm not quite certain, but that was a pretty creepy one as well. Magic was a black and white movie, actually, with
Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins.
Oh yeah, I have seen it. Yeah.
He had a dummy, a talking dummy type of thing, and it really was a talking dummy. It
came to life and all that. They had that a Twilight Zone episode of that too. It was wild.
Yeah, and
that's
Twilight Zone
disturbed art.
Twilight Zone probably started. You probably know this. When did Twilight Zone start?
1959, the year I was born.
Wow, of course it is. That's where you get the twisted, demented attitude towards life. Apparently, yeah. It's all.
My mom was watching the first episode in the hospital when I was born.
What is your favorite episode?
Oh, I got so many. I kind of like the one where they get the gold and they're fighting over the gold and they come back 100 years later and one of the guys is dead and they have a spaceship and they fight over the gold. And at the end, the guy dies, the bad guy. And some people pull up and say, this guy's dead. What happened? I don't know, but he's got that sack of worthless gold. It was worthless by then. They had gone.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's hilarious. They fought over it and it was worthless.
They're fighting over a worthless piece of crap.
Right. Exactly. That's actually pretty funny.
That's one of the greatest lessons ever.
Yeah. No, they all had lessons to be told. I don't remember what all of them were at all. Actually,
well, I remember all of them. No.
Oh no. Well, I don't. I think I remember. And I think the first episode. I might be wrong, but the first episode may be the one that sticks in my head the most as well, which is the man who goes into the town and everything in the town.
Oh yeah.
Everybody in the town is frozen, and then come to find out, that they're all
No,
mannequins.
nobody's there. There's nobody there. Oh yeah, he starts seeing people and they're frozen. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Does
mannequins.
he go in a
And
cafe at the beginning and nothing's
yeah,
there? Pours
yeah.
himself a coffee or something.
There's cigarettes burning. There is
Yeah. And he goes
hot
outside.
coffee. There's all kinds of stuff in the town, and then he comes to find out that actually it's a nuclear bomb site. They're going to do that. They're going to do testing, and then at the end, you find out he's actually in a
Simulation.
tank. He's like he's a simulation back in the day where they put you in the MK Ultra. He was a MK Ultra type of a thing, and they were testing him to see how much mentally he could handle it, and he was actually built this whole city in his brain, and that was good. It was very good. It was like disturbing, but it was good, you know.
Yeah, and what happens when he breaks down? That's
yeah,
what
exactly.
to learn. It was pretty wild. Yeah, he comes in there. He's got a southern drawl. He's like, "Anybody in here? I need a cup of coffee."
Yep. Anybody in here? And he's yelling, and people out, you know. And then eventually he finds out they're just models or they're dummies and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah, it was a good show. There's a lot of lessons to be learned off of Twilight Zone. And if anybody's out there hasn't seen the original Twilight Zones, feel free to pick it up and watch it and show it to your kids, because they all have lessons.
Yeah,
they may not be the Street or Sesame Street, but we all watch Sesame Street and like Twilight Zone same time. It's horrible. Like, can you tell me how to get? And it's like, to the Twilight Zone. Boom, boom, boom. You know, it's weird.
Oh yeah, a lot of messages against greed and against racism.
Oh yeah, everything's
pride.
About. Yeah, I think greed's probably the number one thing in this world. That's if I could pick a thing to eradicate out of people's minds and out of their heads, would be greed, because then it's well, I gotta have this. I gotta have what the Joneses have. I have to have, you know, something better than my buddy here. I've got to have all this stuff, and you don't need shit, really. The less you have, the happier you will be. And I mean, that's not always true in particular, but for the most part, that's how it is. I mean, you gotta have a place to live, and you gotta have all. But you know, there's studies they've shown off of on YouTube in regards to people who they're filming some of the groups in Africa and stuff who've never had anything. These people have nothing. They're the happiest people on earth, because nobody told them, hey, you need a gold tooth, or hey, you need a prettier wife, or you need to have a man who's making $1 million a year, or you know, the happiest people in the world are the simplest ones. And I don't know, it's hard to get out of this.
They've got Mother Nature and adventure.
They have Mother Nature, adventure, and God, probably, or whatever they're.
I would believe strong spiritual.
Yeah, they you know, they're spiritual, but I don't know. You know, once you go down this path of materialism, I guess, in society, I'm not sure how you go back from that. I mean, I am very happy to have somebody holding my hand. You know, that's simple to me. I could, you know, if it's the right person, mind you. I know I tried to hold your hand, Brian. It doesn't really work for me, but but I'm saying is that, you know, if you find easy happiness, you know, I find happiness in the corn cob. It's just like, you know, and that's not bad. But I meant no, but I meant, you know, a barbecued corn, happy. You know, a $50 dinner, happy. About the same equivalence. You know, I love sweet corn. You know, and love sweet corn. I love fried or grilled onions, and that can be you know, that's a $2, right? That's a $1.50 meal, you know, or whatever, something to go with it. But hot dog, whatever. But that can be just as good as a $100 dinner. I kid you not.
Oh yeah.
You know, with the right company.
If the chips are right, if you got the right chips, man, you're in.
Right. You gotta have the right chips.
You're kind of a chip king. You bring a lot of chips to the Friday Night Live, so we'll work on that. Let you.
Well, they're bad chips, clean. Or they're no
dips too. I tried some hummus. It's not that bad.
I brought hummus to these events we're doing a lot of times because I have people who just like to snack on them. But Brian's like, I haven't seen anybody eat them, because the guys we have, they're all like, you know, you're all meatheads. I'm kidding. No, I love you guys. Very smart. But they're like, you know, they like a beer and chips versus wine and hummus or whatever, you know. So
Yeah. There you go.
I try to have a little bit of both in there, but you know, I don't know. Matter of fact, our next show is coming up this next Friday, right? Not this Friday, but the next one.
Oh, I was gonna tell you that those blues guys, John and Dave, they have a connection to a lot of community Portland rock and roll. And some of those comments were so positive. They're like, "This is rocking me out." They were loving it. People were
Yeah.
freaking out because they were old buddies of his.
Oh yeah, really?
We got the nostalgia. Yeah, I saw several comments like, "Fuck yeah, this is masterful shit." You know, just loving it.
Yeah, no, that's good. They're really good.
Out of
You're welcome to-
towners, man, Portland.
And you're welcome to check us out, by the way. Go onto our
Yeah.
Facebook page or on the YouTube page and find these older shows. Like and subscribe, or you gotta do. I'm not quite certain anymore. I figure if you're gonna like it, you might as well like it like you do a crosswalk sign. You just hit that thing over and over and over. And you know, it's funny how people used to hit things over and over and over and over and over. Well, now that COVID hit, it was like elbow one time. Bink. I saw that. I was going, that's just, you watch something change throughout the years. Everybody else hits that sign 2,000 times, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And it's electronic, so you have to just hit it once. And then the COVID thing, that's why I see people touch with one elbow. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't want it to be just, you know, catching the COVID, the corona. Speaking of which, by the way, what do you got going on, Ray?
Well, I got a message for all entertainers. When you want to come through town, say you're going to do a tour, you're going Seattle to Portland. Midway, a little over midway, you got us in Kelso, Washington. You pull off the freeway, it's 2 right turns, you're here. You perform, you need a place to crash, we can talk about it. Motel or here, who knows? A lot of musicians like to just crash in the garage. So then you head to the next destination. That's what they used to do when it was Toxic House. They'd be going Seattle to Portland, natural stop. So
Hotel, motel.
if you're on tour, come on through.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be neat, and we could even record something live in the studio and then play later for the event. That'd be great.
I have a possibility of booking Rocky Burkhalter. He's a blues legend, underground blues legend. So I'll keep you posted on that. Rocky Burkhalter.
I have a Rocky Walker who's going to sing with us next Friday as well.
Wow.
She's yeah. That's why he brought that Rocky up. Rocky is a great singer. She's done she's been in multiple bands throughout the years, but she's going to come and do like a karaoke song or two for us actually, and that will be in the middle of the doctor and his wife doing the stuff. So she'll be the midsection entertainment.
I don't want to scare people away, but I'm also going to sing Killing Me Softly, which came out in 73. I was going to say 73 was, I don't want to scare anybody, but 73 was considered by some to be the greatest year in music. So let's check it out. Can you see
we
that?
just can't have it's at the killing the ratings with our love.
Number one song, tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. Remember that sucker?
Of course. Tie and yeah. I can't even say things nowadays. I remember when there were some people that said tie a railroad ribbon. It was kind of funny, but I'm not gonna go there.
Well, here's Bad Leroy Brown, great karaoke song.
Love that one.
Roshi, yeah. And then Killing Me Softly, number 3 song of 1973.
Yeah, that Roberta Flack. Yep, and then it's redone by Frank Sinatra and
yes, and many others.
The Fugees. The
Fugees.
Fugees. Yes, the Fugees.
Let's get it on, Marvin Gaye. Remember that sucker?
Let's get it on. No,
look at that list. What's your favorite song on that list?
I don't know. I like Me and Mrs. Jones as well, but
is that on there?
Yeah.
Is
Me and Mrs. Jones. You should listen to a buddy of mine sing that karaoke there all the time.
That's a good karaoke song. You got Grand Funk on there. See, that's considered one of the greatest years in music. Rocky Mountain High, Shambhala, Love Train.
Oh, Superstition by Stevie Wonder. That's
incredible. You're the Sunshine of My Life by Stevie Wonder. He was dominant.
And Paul Simon's Love Me Like a Rock, Oh Baby.
Top 3. Here's a top 300 song of all time. Half Breed, a 73 song recorded by Cher.
Yeah, my sister does a better job. She does an impression of Cher that's amazing.
She did Cher did a joke about Sonny and saying half wit. Instead of half breed, half wit. That was good stuff.
Yeah, I bet that was funny. I'm sure it was funny until he died, unfortunately. But Love Train, uh, Love Train's a good one, right?
Oh yeah, Love Train. Is that the OJ's?
Yeah, I want to hear that one actually because I don't recall.
Where is it?
It's right there. You can't see my fingers.
Oh, there it is. Love Train OJ's. Let's see if we can get to it here on the internet. Modern invention, the internet. It's not giving me anything though. Oh, there it is. It's going. Love Train. Let's play a little sample.
Love
They
Train.
have samples on here, you think, usually?
I'm not quite certain. I don't know.
We're learning every minute of every day. Throwback Thursday, though. So 73, the year you were born, is the focus right now.
Today's Thursday. I'm going to throw back something in a minute here. I'll tell you that much.
Well, I'll stop the share and I'll get a clip of Love Train.
Okay. Well, okay.
All right.
Well, I'm going to share here. I've got something here too.
Oh, you got
somebody asked me today. They said that they had seen they heard about a video that I made. I was like, well, you know what? I would share it on here so they can watch back later on. But during this pandemic week, Brian and I did a lot of fun stuff. We made little videos for this, that, and the others. And one of those videos was right here. And this is, you're going to see it. And it's
you got the sound turned on?
I do. Hang on one second. I got
You're a maestro.
which one of these things is on. It is, dang it, I was looking for the rest of my too much stuff up here.
Homes for sale in Cowlitz County.
I know, right?
That's good.
Oh, there we go.
Where are you? So, oh, there it is.
There we go. And LOL.
Good morning, class, and welcome to Lonnie's Online Logic. Today's topic, word origins. The word for today is...
It's good stuff, man.
Pandemic. Let's break it down, shall we? Pandemic. Pan, of course, refers to Peter Pan, the character who made a vow to never grow up. Now we'll go to the other side of the word where we have ick. Ick, of course, refers to being ill or sick. Ick. Put them together and what do you have? Panic. Panic, of course, refers to chaos and mass confusion. So, who or what caused this panic? Dead center of the word, right there. There you have it, folks. The Dems caused the panic. The Dems caused the panic. And if you believe that, we need to go back to the beginning of the word. Pan, of course, refers to people who do not want to grow up and be adults. Let's write that down.
Let's write that down.
Being an adult, of course, at this time refers to social distancing, washing hands, and wearing a mask in public. And for those who believe in conspiracy theories and do not want to grow up, they are called adult as well. It's just spelled differently. So, be an adult, not adult. And that concludes our class for today.
I thought that was really cute. We need to do more of these, Brian.
That's good. We got to do more
Yeah, get that Lonnie's Online Logic going on my brain because that was fun, and I think that people actually, when we showed them, we may want to show it because we're not trying to say politically that right, left, or indifferent. What's indifferent?
No, but that summarizes how we just blame one group for everything.
I have something.
It could be either group. You just blame the group. I like that. That was good. Plus, it's play. We got to do some LOL. You got to do some LOL live on Friday Night Live. Do a 30-second one.
We do. Yeah, I'll come up with one of those.
Lonnie's Online Logic. A reason you have to play here if you're a band from anywhere.
Yeah.
Why you must cross the ocean.
Why you must cross the ocean. Yeah. Oh, so
I don't want to brag, but we've had bands from Canada. We had a guy from Lithuania that was playing in a band here.
Lithuania?
Lithuanian. I talked to him for hours.
You know, and by the way, we ought to talk about where we live quite often. And
yes, music brings people together.
Yeah.
And it brings them to Kelso for Friday Night Live. So we're from a unique place in the northwest corner of the United States.
Yes. And Well, we are.
We got an
are-
ocean on one side. We got another country up
and
top.
We have this right here is where we are. Actually, we are right here. This is this is Cowlitz County right here. And Cowlitz counties are, this is why I was looking at the pictures earlier, trying to show people, this is beautiful. Our country is, our area
Oh, look at that.
is just beautiful. You can, best places to go fishing in the world and swimming and
Can you use Google Earth to get to my location right now?
you are in the backyard, right? I'm kidding. No. I could do that actually, but I don't want to do that.
Not now, but sometime we should try that. That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always like a day late, a dollar short. They take the pictures a couple hours ago, so.
Yeah, but we could get it ahead of time and then share it.
Sure. Yeah. But either way, we're from we're lucky over here in the Northwest. We've got a lot of greenery and places to do things and a lot of amazing.
Oh
people.
yeah, hunting, fishing, camping.
Yep.
We
Yeah,
have
this is great. And you
disc
can
golf. We have a great disc golf course. We've got it all. We got real golf courses.
I want to do that, by the way. I have not done that before. I'd really like to.
Yeah, we got baseball fields, basketball courts, football fields, soccer fields.
Yep. Yeah, that's definitely true. So by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I am the man with a million questions or a billion questions. I've got every day I come up with new questions from either from Bob, which is the back of my brain. That's what I call Bob. I either ask Bob or I ask one of these cool websites that we go to all the time. And this one is from a place called Brightful.
Brightful?
Brightful. Yes. So these questions for you, it's an easy one, Brian. But if animals could talk, which would be the rudest?
In a sarcastic, rude way would be the house cat.
Yeah, I was saying the same thing. I was thinking the exact same thing. All I can see is I have a friend of mine, dear friend, has a lot of cats, and these cats, they're meow, beautiful cats, and they'll walk on you when they get a chance, and then I'm afraid they'll just go with their little claws. If they really could, they go meow. And I take those claws, they go down, they turn it back up and go. I was like, they're rude. They can do whatever they want. They're just cats, man. They're like,
that would be a viral video, man.
It would be.
Cat. That's good. We got to figure out a tech guy to help us with that.
When my friends aren't looking, I'm afraid that the cat's just going look at me going, ha ha. It's kind of funny. But
one of us has to learn Photoshop, I swear.
Yeah, for sure. I used to do some of that, but I don't now.
I'll take a class if I have to.
Learn how to flip off a cat. That's funny.
Well, that'd be a funny video. If you did it right with a cat and it's doing its thing.
I'm certain.
Thinking, and then
Yeah. But
you hear the cat's thoughts.
Right. Yeah. It'd be like the cats are they're such beautiful creatures. Cats are beautiful creatures. It's like, I'm too good for you. I really don't need you in my life. But if you put food out for me, I'll come say hi.
Yeah, like royalty and regal. They're very
exactly. Regal. Yeah. My dog is love him to death, but he's kind of like just he'll do anything. He's my best friend. Like I mean, he's like the buddy you can abuse and he comes coming back. Which is great because you need those friends in life. Not that you want to abuse, but
what it sounded like. We're gonna use that in a clip. That's a soundbite.
No, but dogs they love you. They literally love you unconditionally. And even if people don't deserve them, people do not deserve them sometimes. And
but if you treat them good, then you earn it. You earn their respect and love, and they're just loyalty of a dog.
Yeah.
Well, and companionship and just an understanding. Dogs seem to feel emotions, what you're feeling, and understand it.
Yeah.
They respond to something. Yeah.
Yeah.
A good dog is a great thing.
Their own thing. Huh?
A good dog is a great thing.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. My dog, I think, is a great dog. He's a little hairy, but I wouldn't want one without hair. So there you go. And okay, my next question for you is off of brightful.com is cereal soup?
I think not. I think soup requires, to me, it requires a hot with few exceptions. There are some exceptions, but mostly should be hot. Now, if you have your hot cereal, if you have hot milk, With cereal, then yes. So yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, see,
No
you know,
cereal for you.
no cereal for you. Yes,
That
a
would
friend
be
of
a
mine,
weird show. No, if he had changed it.
a friend of mine refused this. Actually, I'll be honest here. And my ex-wife once referred to my cooking as hot sick. I'm like, really? It's like, it tastes like hot sick. I'm like, what the hell is hot sick? It tastes like, but or it smelled like hot sick. That's what she said. It smelled like hot sick. I'm like, I made spaghetti. That's all it was. How am I gonna get wrong? But yeah, that's a pretty funny stuff.
I
Smell
got
like
a
hot
question.
sick.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think the Seinfeld episode would have been as funny if instead of soup Nazi, he was a cereal Nazi and no cereal for you? Would that still have been a big hit?
No cereal for you.
It might have been funnier because they were going to the latest trend, which is a cereal bar. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
Yeah.
because Jerry is into cereal. So I think they could have taken it to the next level.
They could have. They could have really killed it. They've been serial
We got to
killers.
remake it. We got to get a hold of Jerry and Larry.
They'll be serial killers.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, they
No,
did.
yeah, I don't know. That's it's true though. I don't know what the difference between I think one has, it's not. I was gonna say, soup doesn't have cream in it. Then I'm going, yeah, that does. A lot of soups have cream in it.
Well, would you go to a cereal bar if you could go and have cereal and milk and coffee and hang out? A cereal bar.
I don't think. Hang on, I have to think about this.
Cereal cafe.
No, but cereal. There's no cereal that I'm aware of that has vegetables in it.
Well, who cares about that? It's a hangout.
Soup does. Soup has vegetables in it.
How about soup and cereal?
Well, that's fine. Yeah.
Soup and cereal bar.
Is there a
cereal and soup bar?
I'm stuck on this little thing. I'm just like,
hey, people like weird trends. They like weird trends. Like, remember you were talking about people wanting to have cats in the cafes?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that I was.
Yeah, I think we leave that one
yeah.
alone for a while. I think they should put that on the back burner for a while.
Yeah, and that's somebody wanted to put one in town. It's a good idea. I mean,
Yeah,
if they can do it, hey, more power to them.
I'd wait till after we're back to normal.
Yeah,
if that exists.
Right. Yeah. No.
And
also,
what do you think about the concept, the new normal? What do you think? That phrase, the new normal. Are you annoyed by it? Like
the new normal.
The new normal.
The new normal.
The new normal.
Yeah, say one word. The normal.
The new normal. Yeah, I don't like it.
Normal.
But I like the concept of the new normal. But don't you think a lot of people go through a new normal every day? Every day's new. Everything.
Yeah. Well, I'm like 10-second Tom. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not 10-second Tom, but it seems like it half the time. I'm like, just reset my brain every second or so. I don't know. I love life, and therefore everything's kind of new to me a lot of the time. I just kind of, nothing surprises me anymore. So that's very rarely something surprises me, and it's usually the stuff that surprises me is no good, no fun.
Yeah.
And it doesn't surprise me. You know what I mean?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Like I can play in my head. I can take anything out and play it out to the 12th play, like a chess set of life.
Level 12.
Level 12, and you go, in your head you can tell somebody, I'm going to take a drug right now, and you can say, okay, this is this path and this path. This is what's going to happen. Boom, boom, boom. At the end of it, it's not going to end that work for him. And so, I just feel like in my head, I've every which way book. I've read every which way book. I have played every scenario out in my head already, and I can see all the different angles. And that's not true. It's just the fact that that's what it feels like to me. And I'm not almighty, all-knowing, or anything like that, but I have the ability to see things at different angles. So it's like I don't get surprised. I get surprised. When I get surprised, it's usually a good thing, because I, new people in my life. It's kind of cool,
Yeah.
I like to grab onto their old story and listen to it and learn about it, because they have a story I have not heard yet.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
old stories are good. It is Throwback Thursday, and I was going to tell you, 73 is the year we're focusing on today, the year you were born. And in
The year that Bruce Lee
73,
died.
73, I finally got, after like 4 years, got a cap for this. I had a really bad chipped tooth in the front, so I got a cap. 73. However, it was supposed to be till I was 18. I still haven't got a new one. It's become a permanent cap, and now I have one bigger tooth. So should I get the other tooth bigger, get a cap put on it, and come out with the buck teeth, the George Thorogood look, or just
Well,
let it
I've got
go?
chiclets here you can borrow.
What would you do?
I've got chiclets.
I like the one tooth bigger. It's almost like Letterman had the gap tooth.
I'd never noticed really, you know.
Well, you're on television now, so you better notice.
Well, I know, right? And that actually
Every
came
little
yesterday.
thing.
My daughter was talking about people with capped teeth, and she had to get braces for like 3 years or so in high school. And did anybody out there have braces? Did you have braces? I either had braces, obviously.
This
You
guy
can
has
tell.
some right now. The guy in my studio audience.
Oh, nice. Hi, everybody. Anyway,
Check.
yeah, no, those aren't braces. That's just him on a wire thing. Anyways, but
Retainer.
retainer. There you go. Yeah. You have somebody on retainer, Brian? We're going to get somebody on a retainer here.
We need to get a lawyer on retainer.
That's right. Exactly. But yeah, no, I mean, that costs, the funny thing is that my wife at the time, she had said that braces were $5,000 back in the day.
Wow.
And you know what? How much they are right now? Still $5,000. They haven't raised the price on those things.
Why?
And
Why
because
is
they're
that?
the same thing. It's a piece of metal. You're paying really for the work.
Yeah, but
It's
they
like
could have raised the prices.
they could have raised the price, yeah, but it's still $5,000 just about. This is 40 years later. It's like $5,000 or 30 years later at least. But yeah, it's weird. It's not cheap. And her teeth look. My daughter's smile is perfect, so that's great.
Well, Tom Cruise actually just got his teeth fixed a long time ago. Remember that? He came out in Taps. He had bad teeth, and then after that, he got it fixed.
I
By
thought
Top
he was
Gun.
nose fixed.
Oh man, there's all these videos about his teeth.
They're kind of crossed over a little bit.
Snaggle. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
he had
look
snaggle
that
tooth,
bad.
and I think he had a big nose back then too.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I think so. I think I have to look into that, but I'm pretty certain he had
I don't
done work.
spread vicious rumors.
Well, look under when he was in what was it? He was Outsiders. Look at him in Outsiders. He was look at his
Yeah,
nose.
that one it seemed. I'm just looking up Tom Cruise teeth because they'll give us some stories.
Dum, 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 dum.
Now, I just saw a clip the other day from Taps. That was like 1981 or something. That was one of his first movies.
Yeah, Taps was great.
Yeah. Did you ever see one he did called Losing It?
Moving it,
Losing It.
losing it. I don't recall that one.
Yeah, it was Shelley Long and him, and it was done like right before he did Taps, and they didn't really want to release it. I'll show you this picture I found of Cruise, but this might be part of the role. Is that part of his role? That might not even be his real teeth.
No, that's him. That's what he looked like. He's an ugly dude. I was quite surprised.
Fuck, he became a superstar.
Yeah, look at him.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
No, just small changes. Yeah, just fix the front teeth. Good move. Oh, that's
Whoa, I don't know about that one.
that was something weird. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That's not overdone. Those aren't overdone.
Well, they're big.
Yeah.
They're pretty good size, But
His-
hey,
His
Yeah.
right tooth is a little bigger, it looks like.
I think his lips is a little lower.
Well, he has like this one looks like it's sticking out. So he's got the same thing I got. There you go. Well, good. That's hilarious. Yeah, not bad. That's good. Yeah, he
Yeah.
made the right decision.
But look at did you see once again? Look at his nose from back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of changes in the Tom Cruise world, but it
Yeah.
worked. He didn't overdo
Well, he's
it.
made enough money to do whatever he wants. He probably has a clone because the amount of stunts that he does are probably,
Yeah, I saw some that I thought it almost should have been, maybe it was a robot.
right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Brian, got another question for you here. This one's from Bob, back in my brain, which is, okay, so John, where am I here? John Masefield said all he needed in life was a tall ship and a star to steer him by, right?
Yeah.
And Jeff Spicoli said, all I need is some tasty ways and a Google Buzz, and I'm good. Remember that? You
Yeah.
don't remember that? Yeah. You know, but what in your life, what do you need just to make it easy, happy life?
I need a vision and the right people. Family and friends. A vision and family, a vision and friends.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I'm thinking all I need is some ice cold milk and some Oreos. I'll be happy. That's kind of one of his answers. But no, I'd say the same thing. It's just I like happiness. I like, you know, somebody to
One of those rare guys. He likes happiness.
yeah, well, you know, that's it's oddly enough, it's just yeah.
You're one of those pro happiness guys.
Yeah, it sucks. But yeah, I think that it's not hard to be happy, people. You know, you just gotta say, hey, I'm not gonna be unhappy anymore. You know, we have all these things that make us unhappy. Day after day, we do the same thing over and over and just beat the shit out of ourselves doing it. And you're like, oh, I worked so hard today, I did whatever. But what did you do to make yourself happy? And I don't mean anything in particular, but just something that you personally enjoyed and said, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm taking out 5-10 minutes, half an hour of the world. I'm going to take away from the rest of the world. And I'm going to focus on what makes me happy. Now, for me, I often will contact my friends and stuff and check on them and check on people I know and my loved ones. And that makes me happy. You know, that makes me happy.
I'll go out in the garage and listen to a song on a loud PA. It's cool.
Right.
You know, it sounds so good and it gets you into it.
Yeah. You know, I told you before, for me to find recenter myself a lot oftentimes when in business, I would actually escape through the middle of the day. I escape for an hour and a half and go watch a movie or in the theater, because back in the day, your cell phone, well, you'd never open it or turn it on. But even it's in concrete, so nobody can really contact you. So I was like, I'd be in the middle of 12-hour day and just go escape for a moment in black darkness and sit there and watch a movie for about an hour, just to collect my thoughts and stuff, you know. It was great because the world was going on around me all.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good escape. That's a good marketing ploy for the cinema. Escape from the world to the movies.
Yeah, movies all day long. You just kind of escape in the middle of the room. Nobody ever knows. They say, where you go? I went to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom for an hour and a half. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. And it's just a way to escape it. And on hot days, oh my gosh, summertime's best for that, you know.
Well, they have maybe some matinees coming up at the Kelso Theater Pub would be good.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people would escape, go to a bar. They'll tell you that, you know, they're doing work. No, they're not. You're escaping because you need to relax. You need to chill out and just recenter yourself. And they do that at bars and they drink and they have alcohol. And then they come out and they're not, you know, they've wasted their whole day.
Yeah.
At least during a movie or something like that, I can think straightly and just.
Well, you might even get ideas. It sparks creativity.
Totally.
So
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong.
You might even get a solution to a problem that was bothering you.
Sure. It might be the movie you're watching. You never know.
Well, it just might trigger creative thoughts.
Yep. And
maybe
booze,
unrelated.
Booze, you rarely makes a creative thoughts.
Yeah, well, you think you're creative for a while, then you don't follow through because you get drunker.
Yep.
Usually, some people can control it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I fortunately, by the grace of God, I have controlled it for years. I mean, I was the king of going to one meeting, having a drink with everybody, and then leaving, going to another meeting, and people were like, boy, Lonnie made it to all these events last night. It's like, well, yeah. I wasn't there to drink. I was there to just make sure everybody else is okay and go on to the next event and kind of make your name out there. And I grew my name, you know. That was kind of And I wasn't going somewhere just to get shitty. I don't know, not that I never have done that, but it's not ever my real goal
Yeah.
in life to be that way. It's easy to become there though, for sure. It's a slippery slope for so many people that I care about in this world. And I'm just glad that they don't now, like yourself in particular. You don't drink
Yeah.
anymore, so
When I
pretty
used to
proud of you.
drink, when I used to drink, it lowered my productivity. I had some pretty good creativity, but it didn't produce much. So
Yeah.
now you can think about it and get it done and decide if you don't want to do it.
Yep. No, I hear you there. I mean, that's great. I'm actually
Who do you
very,
got
very
to the
proud of you.
left there? You looked over. Who's there?
Well, I was looking, I'm nobody, but I'm looking for, there's a cement company coming in here in a while. So
To
not my
your
house.
house?
No, to across the
Oh.
street. And I'm going to get a bid
Oh.
from them when they come here. So
Oh,
just
what
waiting
kind
for
of
them.
cement work you got going? If you don't,
Well, they do curbing. People who are supposed to be there do
oh, you
curbing.
want some nice new curbs?
No, I'm going to actually put my front yard's going to turn into a putting green.
Wow.
So I want to get
I
rid
like
of
it.
that up front up there and just make a couple little holes to put golf in, because I wanted to do that when I first bought the home, and everybody told me I was crazy. And now that I'm paying somebody to mow the yard all the time because my lawnmower itself sucks, and I'm not going to buy another one. I'm tired of buying lawnmowers. My next lawn-
Artificial
yeah,
turf.
the artificial one with this putting green.
Cool.
Yep.
You're gonna get some good stuff. Get a base under it and all that. That'll be awesome.
Yep. Put concrete underneath it.
Oh, and then a nice. there you go.
Concrete the whole thing. And
Wow. No
it'll be
maintenance.
good. That's the goal. I mean,
Well, that'd be fun actually. Front yard.
yeah, I think so. And I think that
Yeah, you're in a
it's-
rural and kind of city setting, so you can do it. You're a little on the outskirts.
well, my ability to walk in the backyard has been really gotten better now that I've been working on that project, trying to.
Yeah, but you want the option out front. Just go out.
Yeah,
front.
I want the option out front.
Yeah, way to
And
go.
I'm gonna have to ask people if you know anybody who wants to come, try to pay them by the hour to lay down rock and gravel, because I've got some gentlemen doing it right now, but some of them are physically injured, and they're older gentlemen, and those are not a job for them in particular. I'm finding out. But
so we're looking for young, hardworking people that want to do some laying gravel and spreading it out. And
yeah. I pay $15 an hour like everybody else.
$15 per hour.
As long as you work hard. But that's better than strawberries fields, right?
5-minute break every hour.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the way to go. And then a small lunch.
Yeah, and small lunch.
Half-hour lunch.
Half-hour lunch, and then
instead of taking a 15-minute break every 3 hours, 2 hours, whatever, if you could take a 5-minute break every hour or a 10-minute break every hour, you would get recharged every hour. So
that's what they did. People have always done that. It's called a cigarette break. You go out there, you have a cigarette, and you.
But you could do something else. You could have a protein shake or do push-ups for 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. You can do that. But as far as it goes, that's about the time of a cigarette, which is yoga. Basically, you're breathing, even though the toxins are bad for your body, you're breathing in air, in deeply, out, in, out, in, out. And when you do that, your body, it's basically, you're really getting good oxygen to your bloodstream, and you're, making yourself feel better. So if people are out there trying to quit smoking, just practice it like you have one. Just don't put a cigarette on it. Don't light that thing. Inhale, exhale, in, out. In, out.
That's a good idea. That's a good way to go.
Yeah,
I was told you can raise your body temperature by correct breathing.
Raise your body temperature?
Yeah, like you're sitting there, you're feeling a little cold. You can elevate your body temperature slightly, at least feel a little warmer just by breathing methods.
Yeah, I would. That's probably true. I would assume
circulation. Thinking
about the right people might make you warm a little too. Yeah, I never know. I when I was a kid, I used to ski and I would snowboard and ski. I always carry a couple pills of niacin in my pocket because because I was always afraid if I got lost in the woods, I'd take a pop of niacin and I'd be warm. You know what I mean? Because it flushes.
Does heat up a bit. It heats you up for about 15 minutes.
Yep. Yep. So I thought
Some
that was
people it affects more than others, man. I've seen people go red as heck.
Yep, definitely. Yeah, 500 milligrams niacin, and you will know what you're in for. And it's good. It's really good for the body because it cleans everything out,
Yeah. Well, my
But
cousin was a runner, and he was very thin, and he took it with me, and I got red, but he got really red because he already had great circulation. He was a
yeah,
distance runner and thin. Man, he went red fast.
yeah, I know. I was watching. Well, I was afraid to do that. I'm like, wow,
Wow,
you're
yeah, you're like,
really red.
whoa.
And first thing is your earlobes turn hot.
Yeah.
Bright red,
It
and then
feels pretty good though. It's a good
yeah, and what it clears out your blood system. It's really good for you.
seems like the only vitamin that actually does something like that.
Right? Yeah, I don't know
Any
why in
have any
particular they don't
effect.
use it more for like your body trying to clean out systems because that's what it does.
They're worried kids will abuse it and take 40.
Yeah, probably. Well, it's 500
Try to burn
milligrams.
up.
If you do 500 milligrams, yeah, it's if you do a time lapse, they make those now. They're not very good. They don't do much for you comparatively. I mean,
Yeah.
they don't give you a flush. So they don't make you feel like you actually just ran a marathon or anything,
But
So
that niacin will hit you hard if you take enough of it.
yes, most definitely. So I do have another question for you though. Do ghosts exist?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's right there. Yeah, I kind of, and I feel spirits of like family members that passed. It's not really ghosts, it's almost just happy spirit.
Yeah, we had a conversation yesterday. That's why I'm bringing it up. Things that happened years ago that pretty much I haven't forgot about them. I never will. But my son, when he was a baby, and he was like in the crib, and between 1 and 2, whatever, he would be sitting there playing with somebody who wasn't there. You could
Oh
see
yeah, I've heard of
the
that.
interaction between us and this other entity, and he was, interacting with it. And I was assuming my mom at the time, just because it just seemed like that was something she would do. And I'm like, I don't know, weird, but you could see him interacting with her. Uh, and then one day, a few years later, took him my mother died right before Chandler was born. Then we took him to grade school, to kindergarten. As I'm dropping him off, my daughter is right behind me in the truck I'm in, driving, and she starts waving. She's all like this. I'm like, and I had this really weird smell. I smelled it right beforehand. I was like, whoa, I haven't smelled this for like, many years because this person's passed on, but I smelled it.
Oh.
And then she's there waving really strongly, and I'm driving. I go, hey, honey, who are you waving at? She goes, Grandma Mary. And I said, oh, yeah? Where's she at? She says, back there. I couldn't turn around. I was frozen in my seat because I could smell my mother's perfume already. And she said that, and it was like she's waving to Grandma Mary outside the car, which I couldn't look. I literally was frozen. I'm like, I'm not looking. Do not look. Do not look. Do not look, because whatever was there.
Well, you may not have been able to see her because kids seemed to me like they have a gift.
Well, I think they do too. When you're born and when you die.
It's from the other side, I think, and they're just getting here. Sean Penn was telling this story. He went in, his 3-year-old was talking, or 2-year-old talking to somebody, and Sean said, "Who are you talking to?" He goes, "Oh no, you can't see him anymore. Like it's gonna go away or something."
Yeah.
Wow, you can't see him.
Yeah, it's like
the kid
the
had
connection is
access to the past or whatever.
yeah,
The other
exactly.
side.
The connection is greater when you're coming into this life and when you're leaving it.
From whence he came.
From whence he came.
That's an old saying. From whence he came. That's interesting.
Yeah, so I believe that as well. I've got a few more stories.
We never talk about, like they say, where you were before you were here. Everybody talks about birth as the first thing and all that, but was there a spirit before that? Who knows?
Well, we also know there's a couple kids out there that they're born and they talk about previous lives, which is really strange, because these
You
kids,
could be. It's possible you could be in a spirit world too when you're
yeah,
in the womb. That
yeah.
you're partially in contact with your spirit world. Even who knows?
I remember Young Guns, the guy saying, "They can't see us. We're in the spirit world, asshole." Remember that?
That's good
That's
stuff.
a great
Young
line.
guy, I like that.
Yeah, they can't hit us. They're on the horses all hired and on peyote going through
Yeah.
the Indian land, and they can't see us. We're in the spirit world. But yeah, there's so much to this world that we don't know about. It's like the simplistics of books in school. They tell you, I don't know why they even bother telling us certain things nowadays, because even history is proven to be wrong over and over and over again. And it's like mathematics, yes. Music, yes. What else do you need in life, really?
Well, it'd be kind of cool in school where you go in and they say they don't tell you anything to learn. They're like, "We're here if you need us," and then the kids
Right.
try to figure out what to learn. They would actually, once they learn to read and write, they could just look things up and decide what they want to study, and they could have their friends cooperate. You know, you could have the whole class say, "Hey, let's look this up. Let's what's the history on this?" More interactive teaching.
Well, I think so. Here's what I'm thinking right now. For the most part, if I was to write write a school up as far as what the classes they're going to perform,
Curriculum.
yes, the curriculum, I would do music, I would do math, I would do social agility, I would do home ec, and I do finance, and
Gotta
then
have drama. You gotta have drama.
drama. Yeah, sure,
That's
drama.
psychological. That helps
Yeah.
people.
It does, it really does. You're right.
It's the outlet, the creative outlet. You gotta have some physical too, and it's good.
Yeah. So
Dancing would be nice. More
PE.
dancing.
Yeah.
A lot of guys at that age don't like it, but it can be good.
I think we need to
Let's give
start our
dancing
own.
a chance because it's a lost art, and nobody got to dance together for the last 2 years. So.
And we can train people
nobody.
early on. I would like to see people early on in life learning to do medical stuff, such as just Band-Aids and CPR and whatnot.
Stitches and emergency.
Yep, that kind of stuff. That can be easily, I mean, I learned mine through a Rambo movie. It was like, there's just stitches, Rambo. But
even stuff like how to use tools properly, what drill bit, what not to do.
Yeah.
Just basic home improvement, because then you could take care of your own home. And if a problem happens, you can at least fix it till the guy gets there.
Yep. Little book of
survival.
Carpentry. Yeah.
Surviving and thriving in the modern world.
Yeah. No, that's great. And that's what we need to have. I mean, we don't need certain things, I don't think. I don't think math, for the most part,
some math
past the aspect of I mean, right now the math has changed. My daughter's she's a math that I can't even fathom, and if she's not going to do it in school, use it in the rest of her life, then she may, I guess, depending on what she wants to do yet. But
some basic math, those good. You got
absolutely.
At least
you
some.
have to have
Algebra kind of eliminates some of us. I never was able.
You have to have basic math. If you don't, you're going to be voting over and over for the wrong person.
I wish I had learned algebra more, because it's a lot of formulas that can help in doing things physically and just different things. Building and camera angles and all that. Geometry is important, but it shouldn't be required. They should allow the math to be more based on the needs of the student, maybe.
Yeah, well, life is a story problem in general. So
it is.
Yeah.
That happens
life
a lot.
Is a story problem. So yeah.
4 guys order pizza. 1 guy drinks beer. The others don't. What's the percentage?
1 guy pays for it, and 3 guys get off scot-free because they're all,
That's why you collect ahead of time. You do fight night, $20 each, includes pizza.
There you go.
That's a good way to go.
Yeah. Then you can't get them.
Can't get rid of them at the end of the night. Is that what you're worried about?
Yeah, get them Little Caesars. Let's try to make money off of it. But no, I don't know. What time are we at, by the way? I think it's 7:58 right now, which means this hour has passed us by.
Yeah.
We need to.
We started earlier, up close to it, 7:59.
Yeah, I do believe so. So we're pretty good here right now.
Solid throwback Thursday episode.
Solid throwback Thursday. We'll throw back something next week, but we'll see you tomorrow. And then next Friday, make sure you stand by for our new LB Hour Friday Night Live, which is coming at you. And you can watch the old ones on our
Featuring
show.
the stylings of Mark and Patty. It's a well-rounded couple that does a lot.
Yes, I do. They do a lot. And then also we have Rocky Walker coming on to
Rocky
sing.
Walker.
She's a beautiful singer. She just,
Still
It's
trying
amazing.
to get Rico Petrocelli, the great singer, but I'll let you know on that. Rico Petrocelli.
Oh, okay. Actually, I could sing. You know that?
What's
I
that?
could sing. There's some things I could probably still
Well, I'm
sing.
singing Friday. I hope everybody can handle it. It won't be that long, 2-3
I'm not
minutes
sure how,
tops.
well, yeah. And my singing, I used to sing opera, so I could sing that, which is, let's see, we pound it out and I will sing it out. How's that? Ready?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, ready?
Oh, you got me in a reverse of yesterday. You win.
Yeah, now we're even again. We're at zero,
We'll
we're even
see you
Stevens.
tomorrow.
But the song that I used to sing was Ecce gratum, et potatum grando nixet cipridis, porporo porelle tanto grando nixet dominus, grando nixet dominus, haia vista mistia, glory unto